So I just had a spot of lunch down by the reservoir behind me, hopefully you can see. I'm really going to butcher the name, but it's like Grinfar. I did have a look briefly when I got sick and all, as I came up here at the National Park's new name, as there's a video with Michael Sheen that they made, but the signal wasn't strong enough, but it was spelt on the page, and after living in Swansea for 3 years for uni, I'm going to give it my best shot, but please don't crucify me. Bannau Brycheiniog, I think, is roughly how you pronounce it from the spelling, which is, yeah, it's always been the Welsh translation as far as I'm aware, but it was called the Brecon Beacons, same way as Snowdonia has gone to its Welsh name, so the Brecons are now gone to the Welsh name as default as well, which, yeah, fair enough, just need to learn how to say it properly.
This place has a new name now, or rather, an old one. Bannau Brycheiniog. An old name for a new way to be.
It is absolutely gorgeous. You've got some nice forest in the background. And then I'm nearly at the peak of, I don't actually know, I've not been able to look it up. It's amazing, I've been stepping into so many places that are marshy. And then we got this cracked mudland as well. Madness how wilderness goes from extremely wet, extremely dry, just all over the place. But yeah, look at the rolling hills of the Black Mountains. It's insane. The English border is actually not that far over those mountains, I think, because I was going to go that side, but then I looked on all trails and this looked like quite a nice hike all the way up. So yeah, it's been a few hours. I hope you enjoyed those drone clips from the top of that peak. I made my way back down and I caught my boot on something and it snapped the lace in half, so I was like, ah, that's brilliant. So that wasn't the comfiest end of the hike. But I went back to Abergavenny to go to the shops, get some food and toilets, and they had a mountain warehouse there, so I just got some new laces and yeah, they seem to work. I'm now very deep into the Black Mountains, very close to the English-Welsh border, on a road called Gospels Pass, which I believe is the highest road in Wales. And yeah, there's some stunning views. I'll get the drone up again. It reminds me of Phillipson, the way the water made some streams into the mountain. Absolutely stunning. And then, yeah, behind me as well. My van's not converted yet, so having to live off food that's already prepared. Means I'm eating a lot of fruit and veg though, which is always good. So, I've just had a nice refreshing shower. I'm at Talibont Community Centre, Talibont Public Toilets. It's a really nice area. It's got like a football field, it's got toilets, it's got showers, it's got this like bike maintenance area, bike wash, and yeah, it's all like honesty box. So chuck a load of change in that if you come visit here. I recommend it. It's a nice warm 5-minute shower. Yeah, brilliant. So yeah, now I'm just going to go find a place to park up for the night. My setup is very basic. It is literally a blow-up mattress I use for wild camping, a duvet and a pillow, and I'm hoping that not too much condensation builds up in here, obviously, because it's not fully insulated, and there are areas that are insulated that are like open. So I don't know if it's really a good idea to do this, but I want to test it, and so I was meant to be coming here anyway for Pembrokeshire. Obviously that didn't happen. We're now in the national park. The weather, so clear outside, still reckon it's going to be clear. Met Office are a little bit less optimistic. There's like this patch of cloud around the national park, and the coast is clear, and then like Pembrokeshire's clear. I remember this all too well from living in Swansea. You'd go up to the Brecons, and yeah, it would say it's clear, and then you just get there and it's not clear. So it might be a case of just leaving the camera out overnight and see if it does clear up. Yeah, I think it's only about 2 miles away from this community centre, so I'll be on my way there now. It is silence. It's so peaceful. All the sounds you can hear are water flowing, and occasionally a bull in the background mooing. So yeah, this is my location for the night. This is Talibont Reservoir. And as you can see, it is still very cloudy at the moment. So I might just leave my cameras out overnight. A bit later on I'll be up for a bit yet. It's only like just gone 9 o'clock. But yeah, the Milky Way at like 2 AM will be sweeping across the sky, and it'll be really cool having the camera angle from there. I've seen loads of people do it online, like Alan Wallace, and it looks so cool. Yeah, that's probably going to have to be left out overnight. And I need some sleep as I've been up since like 4 AM. But yeah, we'll have some adventures again tomorrow if there's no stars tonight. Good morning. So as you would have just seen, there were some lovely clear skies in the end last night. I think I even got a meteor in the composition behind my van. But there's actually way more light pollution in the Milky Way shot than I was anticipating. All the shots I've seen online didn't really seem that much. I might be able to reduce it. It might not be that bad from what you just watched. This is just my first reaction looking at the back of the camera. The battery life of this camera is just so inconsistent for me, because I did a wild camp at Dartmoor last year and it only lasted like 400 photos all night, and it was colder than this in my eyes, and then I come back and it's got 3 bars and it's done 600 photos. So yeah, mirrorless cameras. But anyway, in the background you won't be able to see that, but my other camera I'm just doing the same composition for sunrise. The sun is rising behind, but I'm kind of hoping there'll be like some lovely colours be projected as this background seems a tad bit more interesting. But I might get the drone up. There's no cloud emerge or anything. I mean, we're not massively high up, but I'm pretty sure it's possible here that you can get mist off the lake and that. But yeah, I might get the drone up, see when the sun comes up. Probably get something to eat and drink as well. The first night in the van, yeah, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too cold. There's no insulation on the roof, and there's some bit of condensation, but it's not massive. I was warned about like it dripping down in the night. But I think it's mainly just like where the metal's got cold on both sides. So hopefully it didn't do any damage, and yeah, it was good fun. My blow-up mattress isn't the best, so it'd be nicer to get like a proper foam bed or whatever. So the sun is now well and truly up, and just look that for a view. Absolutely stunning. It was only like 6:30 as well. But yeah, it's so bright. That's summer for you. But yeah, I'm nearly packed up, so I'm just going to head off, I think into Brecon. It's only about 20 or so minutes away. And there's probably a supermarket open at like 7, hopefully. And then hopefully some coffee place, because I only had 4 or 5 hours sleep again, so some caffeine would be nice. And then, yeah, not sure where I'm off to, so I've been looking on all trails for some hikes. I've done Panavan quite a few times, although I've never actually had it on a really nice sunny day. Then there's like Phillipson, how do you pronounce it? I think that's somewhat right. I've not been there for quite a while. So I made it to Phillipson. I think that's how you pronounce it roughly. The car park is absolutely heaving. It was just before 10 AM on a Friday. But yeah, it's like completely full. My camera's in my bag, so I just wanted to quickly do this on my phone. Hopefully the footage and audio is not too bad. Yeah, another gorgeous sunny day, 20 degrees again or something. Well, yeah, I'm going to do both Fan Fac and Fan Far. I've wild camped at the second one before, and I've done the first one a few times, but mainly at night. I haven't been up too much in the day, and when I have, it's been cloudy, so it's going to be gorgeous. Hopefully, I think it's about 6 miles to go around both and back down, something like that. Might extend it, don't know, see how I feel when I'm up there. I've made it to the base of the peak. I've never seen this lake so low, but I would assume it's because Welsh Water are doing some work and they've drained it or something. Yeah, I don't think it'd be that low quite this early in the year, especially. Yeah, now I've just got to way up there, and then to there, and to there and back. It's definitely hot. Lunch and drink at the top, I think. I stopped for a bite to eat, and I'm about halfway around the top, so I've done just over 3 miles. I've done both peaks before, but I've never actually walked in between them, and I could just kind of presume that you could walk on top all the way around. But if it comes across well, it's really steep, down and up. So yeah, looks like it's going to be fun. I really don't think that's come across well on video. What's that? Wow, that was rough on the knees coming down. And I finally got to watch the video for the replacement name for the national park. And I've no idea how well I said it earlier in the video, but I'm pretty sure now it is Bannau Brycheiniog. That's me trying to copy Michael Sheen, how he said it. Hopefully that's right. Yeah, upwards and onwards. So just got to go a little bit further that way, and then I can make my way down the very steep hill. And in about 2 weeks, it'll have been 2 years since I wild camped right down there in that spot. Way coming over here. Crazy how time flies. That's the last time I was up on either of these peaks was 2 years ago. Don't mind me, I'm just cooling my feet off. Yeah, it was literally right up on that peak there that 2 years ago I wild camped and got this amazing Milky Way imagery. I think it was like the first time I'd ever shot on my mirrorless camera. I did actually vlog that, but I never got around to editing and uploading it. It was the first time I ever tried to record myself, and it was even more awkward than I am normally. So yeah, this water's really cold. It's nice. It was really warm at the other end. I think it was slightly shallower. But the tide, well, if it's a tide, the water's coming this way. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. First lake is behind me now. It's quite a rocky path coming back this way. I decided to go a different way that I'd never been before. It's always nice to mix it up, but yeah, that was a challenge on the knees and the feet. I think about 1.5 miles back to the van. I really need some water. There is some in the van, but then I could go to shop to get something to drink and possibly something else to eat. But yeah, my phone's about to lose signal. You lose signal when you dip down, and my battery's quite nearly flat. So I'll catch up with you down there when I've had a drink. So I didn't record an outro when I got to the bottom. As I got to the bottom, I noticed that my scalp was really, really badly burnt. So it's a few weeks later now, that's obviously all healed up, and I really needed a drink. But I hope you enjoyed watching that. I think the first night was a fairly good success in the van. Obviously it's not converted yet, I'm still in the process of converting it. If you've not seen that already, I've got several videos of that on the channel. But I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.